Welcome to today's video. We are doing chapter 11, lesson 4, all about quadrilaterals. You need your notebook to write things down, solve questions, take any notes you want to take. You also need your Samsung tablet, and you need to log in to Google Classroom as yourself. So get out of that fake student account and log into your own account. And I've uploaded a Google form in Google Classrooms that you need to open. What are quadrilaterals? Well, they are anything that has four sides. This has four sides over here on this guy, but they didn't close up. This has 1, 2, 3, well, it kind of like crosses over each other. 3 sides. It's a circle, doesn't really have any sides that are curved. So quadrilaterals, 4 sides. We can classify quadrilaterals into 2 basic categories. I'm going to call this the green category, and he's the only one in the green category. These 4 are in the yellow category. So if a quadrilateral is a trapezoid, it only has one pair, two sides, one pair of parallel sides. All of these yellow guys have 2 pairs of parallel sides, a pair here and a pair here. A pair, these are parallel, these are parallel. These 2 are parallel, these 2 are parallel. Parallel, parallel. Parallel, not parallel, because eventually, if I kept them going, they would cross. So they're not parallel. Now let's look at the yellow, just the yellow category. This guy right here only gets one name. His name is parallelogram. He has the pair of opposite sides, and these 2 sides will match and the lengths, and these 2 sides will match lengths, and I call him a parallelogram. But guess what? He's a parallelogram, he's a parallelogram, and he's a parallelogram. All of them are parallelograms, but some parallelograms get a second name called rectangle. Some parallelograms get a second name called rhombus. So this guy is a parallelogram and a rhombus, but most specifically we call him rhombus. He's a rhombus if his sides are the same, okay? He's a rectangle if his angles are the same, 4 90-degree angles. If you have 90-degree angles and equal sides, now you are not only a parallelogram and a rectangle and a rhombus, you're a square. So this guy has 4 names. He is, well, 5 names if we want to say quadrilateral. This guy is a square and a rectangle and a rhombus and a parallelogram and a quadrilateral. This guy is 2 names, quadrilateral trapezoid. This guy 2 names, quadrilateral parallelogram. This guy 3 names, quadrilateral parallelogram and rectangle. This guy 3 names, quadrilateral parallelogram rectangle. Rhombus. But the name in bold, the dark letters, is the best name. The most specific name, the best. So if you see this shape, you call it a square, even though he has all these other names. Squares, okay, but you get the point. So here we go. Get your tablets ready. Type in your answers to these first 4 questions. What is the best name for each of these shapes? Best name. Type in one name, even though it might have 2 or 3 or 4 names. What's the best name? All right, let's move on. So back in chapter 10, which was actually before Christmas, back in chapter 10, we learned that the 3 angles in a triangle add up to something special. There was a special number. Do you remember the special number? It is 180 degrees. The sum of the angles is 180. Well, in chapter 11, they're saying that if we have a quadrilateral, any quadrilateral, doesn't matter, rectangle, square, trapezoid, parallelogram, They have a special number. Any guesses what that special number is? It is 360. 360. So if we know 3 angles, we can find the 4th. Let's take a look at this guy. This is a trapezoid, and the little boxes in the bottom are telling me 90. This one angle is 112 degrees, so we're going to figure out the 4th guy. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to add up the 3 that we know. So in this case, we're going to add up 90 plus 112. So that would be 292. After we add the 3 that we know, we're going to subtract from 360. Subtract from our special number, subtract from the total. All 4 equal 360. So if we found out 292 so far, we could subtract and find the 4th guy, which is going to be 68 degrees. So x is equal to 68. Add the 3 we know, subtract it from 360. Anytime you have a box, hint, hint, that's a 90. All right, let's get a little fancier. Look at this pink guy. He has a 2x instead of just having an x. But that's no problem. We're going to add up the 3 that we know, 58, 118, and 151, and we get 227. Now let's make this look a little prettier than we've been doing it. A little more fancy, I guess. A little more like an algebra student would write it. Because this wasn't very algebra looking, but that's fine. That's fine. We can do that also. But since it's a little more complicated, let's write it a little fancier, which would look like this. I have 2x plus 227, and it's going to equal my magical number of 360. I could have done that over here. I could have said x plus 292 equals 360. Minus 292 minus 292, cross out what's my answer. I could have made it look fancy, but this one didn't require me to make it look fancy. I think this is going to require me to make it look a little fancier, a little more official, because now I have a 2-step equation. First number that I want to get rid of is the 227, so I'm going to subtract 227 from each side. Cross out what's my answer. I get 133, so then I write 2x equals 133. Now what number do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of the 2. How am I going to do that? Divide by 2, divide by 2, cross out what's my answer? Well, 2 goes into 133. Let's see, 2 goes into 13 6 times. Subtract, bring down. 2 goes into 13 6 times. Subtract, I can say 66 and 1 over 2, or I can say 66.5, either one. So there we go. That one was a little more complicated because I had a 2x instead of just an x. And to make it even more complicated, just getting our x we are not finished, because we really want to know the entire angle measure of that corner. And so we have one more step. We've got to figure out 66.5 times 2, which is really right back to our 133. So that corner up there has a total measure of 133. So just finding x, not enough, not good enough, we're not done. Just finding x over here, yes, we were done because it just wanted x. Not done, we were done. All right, let's look at this guy. He is really fancy. So if I add up all the sides, I take x plus 15, and then I add 4x, and then I add 140, and then I add 80. They're going to equal my special number of 360. We need to combine like terms. So here, these guys are like terms. They both have x's. 1 apple and 4 apples is 5 apples. Combine whole numbers. 15 plus 140 plus 80 is 235. Then I get equals 360. This is again is another two-step equation. I'm going to subtract 235, then I'm going to divide by 5. When I subtract 235, I get 125, and then I rewrite. Divide both sides by 5, and I get 25. But what is the final answer for that corner? That corner is 25 plus 15, or 40. What is this corner, this angle right here in that corner? It is 25 times 4, or 100. 40 and 100 are my angle measures that I didn't know. All right, go back to your tablets. Use your notebook for some scratch paper. Find the value of x. What is this missing angle measure? Here is your next one. Not only do you have to find x, but you have to find the entire corner. So when you find x, you're not done. In your Google form, type in, what is this entire angle measure? All right, question 7. You should know what this number is. It has a box, and we're going to find x. When we find x, we know this corner. And so maybe what we should do is say, question 7, what is x? Question 8 is going to be, what is the other angle, the other corner? So this is question 8. Question 7 is green. Question 8 is purple. All right, here are your final 2 video questions. Question 9 is going to be find this corner. So after you find x, add 5 more to your answer. And question 10 is going to be find this angle measure. Find that corner. Once you know x, multiply by 4. In question 10 slot, type in your final answer to blue. All right, good luck, and I will see you next week.